plan, but here we go.
Well, you are on story time duty for just a minute because I really did try to do this as last minute as possible. So I'm just adding a few more real quick to
You're
our.
totally fine.
So you can just tell a story, talk to your following. I don't know. Whatever
okay. So I get to go dress shopping next weekend.
You have a dress though, right? Is this a second dress?
It's a second dress. So essentially the original dress is for the destination wedding that we can no longer go to this year, but we're going to next year. So as this is a different wedding with a different theme, I want a different dress. So now I'm going to go find an all black dress, but I still need to actually like sit down and find like boutiques around me that have any here. Cause you know, it's in October. So we're literally less than 60 days out. So gotta find that. So my mom's flying down. It's going to be me and my mom for an entire day, just, you know, hanging out and going dress shopping, causing some type of trouble. She's that best friend that you know you shouldn't hang out with if you don't want to spend money. So, and I think we're going to go to the King of Prussia Mall, which is a giant mall. So that alone, I mean, she just spent money for her birthday, so she's not trying to spend money, but you never know. So there's that. This live was supposed. What?
Oh, this live was supposed to be what? Sorry,
on Instagram. Yeah, it was supposed to be on Instagram. For whatever reason, it won't let me go live on Instagram. Apparently, I'm a problem child. But essentially, what's happening?
Over here, just making issues for everybody.
Listen, I know I'm the problem child. I know. Essentially what's happening is there's a trend on Instagram where there's two best friends and we're each given a trope. So say, for example, like why choose? And we both rec books based off of that trope, like what our favorite book is. So we wanted to do it live and we were going to do it on Instagram. Problem child, me. We couldn't do that. So now we're here. So we're just going to chill out and have fun. Because this gorgeous lady likes to talk to me and I like talking to her. So we were like, let's just do another live when things aren't crazy.
And I have two more tattoo appointments close to you. So one of those two we have to try to get together.
Yes.
At least once. I need to meet you in real life.
I know. Listen, that's how like everyone's feeling right now. They're like, what do you mean you're not going to an event until 2025? I'm like, listen, I'm getting married. So like, come to the one event that I'm going to in November, or like you, where you're like texting me like, yo, bitch, I'm near you when we link it up.
Yeah, I'm like, bitch, listen, twice in the next, like, it's this weekend, which I've already talked to you about, and then I think it's the very first weekend in October would be the other time.
Okay.
Yes, which I don't know my schedule yet for October, so that one I don't know, like, technically I'm supposed to work that whole week, but I asked them if they'd be willing to put me at the beginning of the week so that I could, like,
rest up for the weekend. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you just have to text me like what you had ideas of what to do for Saturday so we can try to figure that out.
I have to work tomorrow during the day, so I don't think I'll arrive in like near you until closer to like 4 p.m. So I was thinking if we did this Saturday, maybe just dinner or I don't know, something late night movie. I don't know. I don't know what's near you. You probably know more. I'm just a visitor.
You're so like, you take me anywhere. You're like, take me anywhere. I just want to hang out with you.
Yes, correct. Correct.
Like I said, it's so funny. Everyone's just like, I want to meet you. I understand. Tell me when you're gonna be near, or like, hey, like once I can start announcing like what events I'm going to next year as like an influencer stuff, or when I can announce that stuff, that's when people be like, oh my gosh, you're coming. I'm like, yeah. Surprise.
Yeah, I'm going to one as a PA that I'm super excited about. I don't know what the rules are on that, so I won't say yet, but
see, that's always the craziest thing is like you never know the rules. So like unless you tell me I can't say anything, I'm just gonna say it to everyone. So like for one that I knew about for like months, I had to wait for them to make the actual announcement, and I was like, yeah, now I can say it. I've known for like 6 months now. I just couldn't say anything. And that's like the same right now. I know one for next year that I can't say yet, and I'm just like, okay, I
really hope it's the same one as me. We should just text each other. It'll be fun.
At this point, we'll just text each other and be like, here are the ones I'm influencing.
Yeah.
We're good at secrets.
We're great at secrets for sure.
At this point, when you get to that level, when you're being invited to events, that's secretly telling you that you're good at keeping secrets. We want you to come. Just,
Yeah.
swipe or no swiping and don't tell anyone else.
Okay, I think I'm almost. Oh, let me add this. I'm just looking at my Goodreads list of like all the. So we're gonna have lots of options, and I put some micro tropes. I put some random things in there too. So
Ooh, you went deep. So yeah, I pulled an inner you the other day and started adding tags, and I was like, wait, I should add bookshelves. So now I have a currently listening to, a currently reading.
oh,
I almost want to add just like a DNF one, but I don't know. I'm kind of contemplating that one because there's some that I got like so far into, and then I'm like, I can't finish this.
I did put a DNF, but I used to not DNF books, so that's like a new this year thing for me.
Same. No, honestly, same. Before I'd truck it through and be like, I'm gonna just push on through and try to get through it, and then we just never gonna talk about it again. Now, because of like my schedule of like ALCs and ARCs and just like working with authors, I'm like, I can't push it through anymore.
Yeah.
My schedule is I'm girl boss too hard now. I cannot push through.
Nope. I totally agree with you. Okay, hold on. I'm almost there. Oh. Bum, bum, bum. I'm pretty fast typer is the good thing here.
We're all good. As you can tell, I'm vibing. We're chilling. If anyone has questions, comments, concerns, let us know. We're just here to have a good time. There's really like no schedule. There's no it's got to be done this way. We vibe through, and that's how we like to do it.
All right. I think I have 50 choices. That's good.
That's good. Yeah.
That's good. Ready?
All right.
All right. Let me see. I didn't even play around with this. Do I shuffle? No, that's not what I need to do.
Shuffle.
Click to spin. Let me just freaking read.
You were probably like, let me just move it myself. No, just click the button right here.
Okay. This one's, I guess, kind of more of a micro trope, but favorite book that takes place like in high school, like they're in high school.
Ooh.
I know. I'm sitting here like, which one?
Which one?
I think this is gonna be hard. I think this is gonna be harder than I think it is. I'm like, I like this idea.
Harder. And I'm just like,
Punk 57's a good choice, AJ. Good choice. Damn it! Now I
actually,
can
a
do
good
that
one
one.
with Sinister Legacy. That is honestly that. Yeah.
Oh, let me add to my. I'm gonna also be adding to my TBR. Fine.
Listen, Ash and I buddy read that book, and let me tell you, funny story. When they were advertising that book, they were like, "Oh, it's a dark romance. It's a little bit on the darker side, but don't worry. Like you like dark romance." No, that was completely wrong. That was an erotic horror book.
Oh, was it? I haven't done an erotic horror. I don't think that I know of.
Depends on the author. Depends on what you read. You might have, but some don't mark it. Like there was one of Lauren Beale's. Oh, Don't Stop. Originally, I think she listed as like a dark horror book, so that's what I labeled it as. And she's like, no, it's erotic horror. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So it depends, but this one I explained it as like Riverdale meets Scream. It's dark, it's twisted by Harley Beck. So it was my first Harley Beck book, and it was so good. It had me on the edge of my seat the entire time. So
No
that one
Friends by LP Love. Our book besties book. Oh, that's your book besties book?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I just added it to my TBR. Okay, let me think fast. This is not rapid fire. Okay, the only one that's coming to mind right now, and I know I like totally did these prompts, but that's what I wanted. I didn't want to cheat, so I was like 2 minutes before. High school. I really, really love Wicked Little Sins by A.R. Breck. It's PNR. It's great for spooky seasons. It's bully. It's step sibling. It's got it's got like your ghost vibes. They're in like this Catholic high school. They're in high school together, but it's a Catholic high school, and it's old, and there's like nuns, and it's spooky. Ooh. Okay, Ash, I got Ash's approval.
Yes, that sounds good. I literally just added 2 novellas today because someone was like, "Oh, they're fall spooky ones," and I'm like, "Okay, bet. I need novellas in between arcs, so that works for me."
Is that what you wanted? My dog just brought me her treat to throw her. Like a weirdo.
Mine was waiting next to me the whole time until my fiance walked in. I'm like, okay, go say hi. But normally when we're home, like, we'll cuddle in here for a little bit and then go in. So she was like waiting for him to come in. And I'm like, he's not. The camera's on. He's not coming in. He's avoiding the camera.
Oh my god. Okay, I just added Sinister Legacy to my TBR. This is gonna be so bad for my TBR, but it's okay. All right, we're gonna do that. Okay, here we go. This is anxiety for me. I don't know why. I feel like I'm really bad. Oh yes, one of my favorite. Stalker.
Ooh, but there's so many. Like, how do you pick one?
I'm probably gonna have to say my favorite of all time is definitely That Sick Love, and I know that's probably like so stereotypical, but I don't fucking care.
Not it's my favorite. It's just done so well, and then if you really want to, it's just so good.
I fucking love Jessie, anyways, but that one is like. I know a lot of people started with Hawk, and Hawk's their favorite, but I started with That Sick Love, and I had already read the Cat and Mouse duet, which I still like. It's still good. But for me, That Sick Love is like Daddy Arrow is my Daddy Zayd. So
because it just went so much deeper than just stalking, though. It was just. It's the reason why I own 4 copies of it, you know.
I don't know how many copies I own. I know I have like a signed, a not signed. I have the Dark and Disturbed one, or like the Blackout Romance one.
Yep.
Do I have another one? I know I have a lot of special editions. I am missing, I think the last chapter did a version? I don't have that one.
I have the last chapter. I bought one off of Mercurio with Jesse's permission. I was like, listen, I want this, but I won't buy it off of this website if you're not okay with it. She's like, that's the cheapest I've ever seen, and if you don't buy it, and I'm like, okay, bought. You don't have to tell me twice.
That's all you have to say.
I just wanted your permission. I got it, so we're good. But yeah, that one for me, I think my second one under that has to be Dark Obsessions by Effie Campbell.
I don't have that one. I love me a Stalker. Hold on.
Stalker, Masked Man. There is cheating in it, however, the boyfriend is a douche canoe.
Who's it by?
Effie Campbell.
How do you spell that? E-F-F?
E-F-F-I-E. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't like mine because I can't spell. Story of my life. Dark Obsession. Why will you not pull up? I probably spelled. What am I spelling wrong?
And that's okay, I guess. I mean, the book is great, so, good reason needs to get it together. I
got it. It's fine. I got it. I like another one I really like. I just don't feel like it like focuses on the stalker romance. Like, no, I'm not looking at Amazon. I have it on my Goodreads. I was looking at Amazon, but I can't find my normally I'm on my app on my phone, and it has an add to list, and then I can add to wish list. I don't usually use my Goodreads that much as a want to read wish list. But I'm using it right now because I'm having trouble finding on the laptop where my add to list button is. So I don't know where it's at, but it's fine.
Yeah, normally, and like I told you, and everyone, you were one of the few people that voice note me or message me. They're like, you do realize that you have a lot of Kindle on your wish list? Is there a reason for that? I basically use my wish list as I don't want to forget this book, so here, and then if you want to get it for me, fine.
Girl, did
I basically use my wish list as my Goodreads.
Did you get my stuff yet? I haven't looked. I haven't kept up.
Yes, I just got it yesterday.
Okay. Good. So I just want to make sure you get it. I'm usually good about going back and making sure it's that Amazon's not stupid, but I've been too busy to.
No, it's okay. I got so many books for my birthday. I plan to do like one video of like all the books I got for my birthday.
I'm not even worried about that. All I care about, I don't care if people tag me, do a video, I don't give a shit. I just, like, if I send you something, it's because you're my friend and I need you to fucking get it, you know?
Oh, I'm the same way. My sister was like, did you get the books I bought you? And I'm like, not yet. But she has my address, but she went off the address on my wish list, which is my P.O. box. So she's like, oh, it should have been there by now. I go, yeah, I haven't been to my P.O. box in like a hot minute. So that's why I haven't. She goes, oh. I'm like, why didn't you use my address? She goes, that I don't know. I'm like, okay. She's like, I wasn't 100% confident, and I want to ask you because I should know it. And I'm like, I could just text it to you. You're my sister. You should have the address.
I think there's a way on Amazon to like hide your full address. You can use your full address if you.
So I think it does hide it for whatever reason. Like with all the hacking and stuff, I just don't want it to be that one time I switch it over to my real address and they hack it and just let my address loose. And I'm like, well, here we go. Gotta move.
Then you become stalked. It's okay. Real life love
story, and not in the cute way. Not unless it's a sugar daddy that's gonna leave me a check just to kind of deposit for bills.
Gosh, sugar daddies, yes. Okay, the only thing I was saying is Was I Ever Here by Naomi Loud. I fucking love that book. It's not super stalkery though, and it's not super dark. He is in the mafia. It's more just beautiful. Like it is dark, but it's like. Yeah. Have you read it?
I just read the Dance of Macabre from her, which was so beautiful. It just came out like a month or two ago. It's so good. It's like gods and mythology and arranged marriage. Like it's a whole thing where it's like there's darkness to it, but then there's like deep surface level stuff to it, and it was just so beautifully done.
No, I cannot wait to read more by that author because Was I Ever Here was her. It was her fucking intro book, and I was like,
really?
There's no freaking way. It was so good. It's like a story about in this lifetime he is a stalker and he is mafia, but it's a story about like reincarnation and finding the same soul and same love over and over and over again, but never being able to like solidify it. And it's like this, and there's deeper elements that I don't want to like ruin for you, but there's like a reason why they can't, and it's just so beautiful, so good. One of my favorite books from last year.
That almost sounds like Feed the Birds by Dakota Wilde. It's
I have that on my list. So
it's a Mary Poppins re-imaging / retelling, and it's almost the same vibes as that. It's done so well. I read that on the drive up, I think 4th of July weekend. That was so good.
I haven't read a lot of reincarnations. I actually did read probably my second reincarnation story recently, the devil himself by B.B. Easton. It was really good.
Okay.
Really good. But I would recommend reading the Devil of Dublin first.
Okay.
Anyways, all right, ready? You ready?
Yeah.
I love this, but it also makes me so anxious.
It makes me so nervous
because like the first one popped up and I was like, I don't know.
Because that one was so micro-troped. It's like way in there.
I know. I put a few micro tropes and I put a few like other random things in there just to like
spice it up a little bit.
Make it fun, yeah. Like, cause you know, there's enemies to lovers in there, but there's like 100 recs for that, you know. So
yeah.
It's like I want to do some other ones. Okay, adoptive siblings. I already know which one for me too. On this,
I think it's the same one for both of us, but for me, it's Little Stranger, and I love it so much. I cannot wait for Little Liar. I'm so excited.
I cannot wait. That was mine. Tell me
why on Thread she's like, I haven't finished the book yet, and I haven't decided if I wanted to end on a happily ever after or not. And I'm like, you cannot do this.
I am one of those weirdos. Like, okay, do you like happily ever afters, or do you not mind a not happily ever after?
At first, if you asked me a couple months ago, it would have been like happily ever after it has to be. However, I've read a couple of non-happily ever afters where I get it. Like, based off the story, I understand and I like the ending. Doesn't mean I'm gonna love you forever, because that really hurt my heart. But I understand it.
Yes, I don't like go out of my way to like find sad books with like not happily ever afters, but I like being surprised, and so I like either untraditional happily ever afters, Like I just read what Even When It Hurts by Sam Mariano. I listened to the audiobook and fucking mind blown. So good. You guys are gonna not hear me stop talking about that book. I feel like it's one of those books you either love or you hate, because it definitely starts off like you think you know what the whole book's about, you think you know where it's going, and then all of a sudden it just like and then you're like I have a little reaction video to it that I put up a couple days ago, and
that was the one that you were crying in it and you were like, what is this?
I was like, what the fuck is going on? It was so like I was like, I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. This is stressing me out, but I love it so much. And it like my friend is like a diehard happily ever after, and she's like, is it happily ever after? And I was like, I mean, like technically yeah, but I don't think it's gonna end the way you think it's gonna end, and then you're gonna. So I don't know, but you should just go in blind. Go in blind.
Yeah, no, I read Lovesick by Cynthia Rodriguez, and she warned me. She's like, "You're not gonna like the ending," and I'm like, "It can't be that bad." Bawling on my couch, crying, and I'm like voicing her. I'm like, "How dare you do this?"
Yes, I recently read The Fabric of Our Souls. Have you read that one?
No, I have it on audio, like ready to go, but I'm scared because everyone's like, it breaks your heart, and I'm like,
do it. It's I would say it's an untraditional happily. Okay. If that makes you feel better. I don't want to compare. There's one other book in mind that gives me similar vibes of what the untraditional happily ever after is. But if I say it and you've read that book, it'll like I think ruin the sad part of it, and so I'm not gonna do it. But it's good. We've had the discussion. Do you like traditional or untraditional happily ever afters, Ash?
Oh yeah, her and I have talked. I can't remember what brought it up, but yeah, we've talked about that before because it started coming up more. Yes,
I have a friend that'll text me and she'll be like, if I write a book, and she'll be like, is this a happily ever after? And I'm such a sucker. I just want to be like, just do it. Just do it anyways. Just do it anyways.
That's when you make a little bookshelf for like happily ever afters and just slip one in there, and then she picks that.
Yes. All right, let's do our next as long as it's a good book. Yes, me too. Okay, this one is going to be really broad. What's your favorite audiobook?
Ooh.
I need to think for a second, too.
Because I've listened to so many, and it's just like, okay, honestly, this is a new one that, like, many people have not heard about yet. It's called Them Bones by A. Atkins. It's a murder mystery. That's what it is. It's a murder mystery thriller where, like, in the beginning of the book, you find out that someone was tragically unalived on Christmas, but throughout the whole book, you don't know who it is. So you're going through the story, like, trying to figure out, like, what happened. And then by the end, this is one of those non-traditional happily ever afters at the end where you're just kind of like, you bitch ass, why'd you do that? I'm so mad. I'm waiting for the second book to come out to fix. She's like, just wait for the second book. I'm like, I should have already had it. What do you mean? Like, I remember just listening and like on the edge of my seat, like with every chapter, I was like, okay, oh, okay. And it's one of those where it would like go back and forth between like the interrogation with the cops, like in the past. So like you were going back and forth, but it was over a span of like 2 years. So like you're just watching them like grow up and figure all this out. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, that's what happened. Okay.
I would have to
say,
Ash,
that's the one.
I'd have to say it was a full cast, and the cast was amazing. And there was accents, and it's not a graphic audio, so it doesn't have like the like
noises and sounds.
No, it doesn't have the like music, but it did have the like the noises and sound. Like there, like at the beginning, it like was like a tape recording because they're in an asylum, and it was like her like little like talk with the them, and so like it sounds like a recording versus like the clip crisp clear. And then there's like actual growls and stuff. Was like, I think if I read the books, they'd probably be like, you know, like a solid 4-star read for me, because I'm not super big into like dark fantasy or anything. But it's the Mate Game series, and I think it's Death Stories, because they have a series that kind of goes together, but they're like it's like kind of little series and then all in the same world. So this is like Death Story, but it's by Kay Lorraine and Meg Ann. Yeah, I thought the audiobooks were amazing. And the only thing that's similar to that is, again, I recently listened to The Devil Himself, and it had a little bit like that. And then the Done So Well. Yeah, it was done. The audiobooks, whoever's the engineer for that, I would kill to have as my engineer in the future. Yeah. But this only one I can think of that's similar is the Madison Kate series by Tate James. I love Tate James. Love Tate James. Again, Kate, I started with the Guild series and then kind of backlisted Tate James. So I wouldn't say that Kate, like the Madison Kate series, is like my favorite of hers, but the audiobooks were so good. So, and I think those are similar. So I actually read, I actually listened to, it's like I said, it's the Mate Game series and it's Death Story this year, through MLA. And it was the production was so good, and it was a full cast. It's done duet style. Like I said, there was like actual growls, there was accents, and then there was like all the sound effects. It was so good.
That's how I felt when I was listening to Don't Stop by Lauren Beale.
I have that one on my
back and ask her. But I think this was her first audiobook where she actually had, like, when they turned on the shower, like, you heard the shower head, like, when you opened the door. I was like,
I don't like too much of it. Like, I think that's why I don't like graphic, when it's, like, every little sound, and then I think I get taken out. It wasn't, like,
overpowering, if that made sense. Like, you just heard it.
Yes, that's how I like it. I love, like, in the Madison Kate series, the phone will buzz. Like, they'll get a text or, like, a call. Yeah. And, like, you can hear the phone buzzing on the counter. It's like, bzzz, you know, and it's like,
so, like, the shower was just, like, it was just a little bit. It was, like, the door opened, but it wasn't, like, a loud creak. I was like, oh, this is perfect. I loved it.
Hi, Ashley. I don't know if you're still here. Ashley said, stopped in to say hi. And then so Ash said, All Hallows Haunt by Kenna Belray was my recent 5-star audiobook. It's a novella. I like a good novella. I'm listening to Glitch right now, and it has a couple little sound effects as well, too.
I'm wondering if that's starting to be like a trend now, where like their authors are wanting to add that now into their books.
Yes, and I think there's more like duets versus it used to all be dual narration. There's more full cast, and I love that.
Or, like, right now, one of the books I'm reading is just a singular person. So I feel like it's either, like, singular, duet, or multicast. Like, I almost feel like they don't want to do dual anymore.
Yeah. Ash, which book's the book you just mentioned? And Katie said, I love that book. Ethan did such a good job. Are you talking about the Mate Games? I think he does that. I'm trying to think. I know it was a full cast. I know it was Samantha Brentmore. Jason Clark, I think, did it. I'd have to look. Oh, it was like The Hallows Hunt. Yeah. Oh, all The Hallows Hunt. Okay, well, I mean, we've got 2 people in the audience who like that, and I'm a sucker for a good audiobook, so let me just add that to my TBR.
Adding it to the TBR.
I mean, if you got 2 people saying it's immersive and amazing, ooh. I love the cover. I love the cover we have. Okay. Let me add it. All Hallows Hunt. I looked on Amazon, but now I need to add it here because why do I suck at this?
I don't think it's you. I think it's technology.
I don't know.
The author did the cover design herself. See, I love when an author is multi-talented. Multi-talented. Look at that.
I am hoping to be able to do that for whenever I have my own book. I feel like I'm good with Photoshop. I haven't ever tried, but I feel like I'm good at Photoshop and stuff.
we definitely wouldn't go on your Instagram and see all of your editing skills at all whatsoever, and could never suspect you to build your own cover. No.
You are making me so happy. I love editing. I love editing so much. I was just saying, I really need to start a YouTube because I love doing, like the long form content, which I just don't think TikTok loves to push out. So I really need to do that. All right. You ready for our next one?
Yeah.
Okay. Anxiety. Let's go.
Woo! Let's do it. We're great.
Ooh, okay, this one is going to be hard for me, I think. Marriage of convenience. So not arranged marriage, marriage of convenience. I know, hold on, I got to think about it. I know I've read some, but I'm like, oh, which one is it?
Like, and for me, like, I have to, like, remember if it is marriage of convenience or an arranged marriage. Like, because they're two different. Oh, wait. There's one that I literally read 2 months ago. It's like, I think it's Bound by Betrayal, I think.
Bound by Betrayal.
By Ella Amond, I think it is.
Bound by Betrayal. Ella something. Ella starts with an M?
Yeah. Is it a red cover? Or is that the gold one?
Didn't come up.
But basically, it's marriage of convenience. Like, they go into it because, like, he's collecting a debt. She needs him for power. It just makes sense. But at first, they're sleeping in 2 separate rooms because she's like, that's the only way this is going to happen. I think they have to be married for...
Yeah, red cover. It is Bound by Betrayal. Look at you. It's book 3.
Yep, there we go. Yeah, that's the one for me. I loved it because the FMC is like, she is in charge of the cartel and she is a baddie and she doesn't need anyone, but she needs his marriage to continue on, like, being in charge. So she's like, you're only here so I can keep my place. You can do whatever you want. I don't care. And he's like, you're going to be my wife though, so I'm going to treat you that way. And she goes, nope, you're not going to come near me. Not going to happen. And I was like, this is going to be the best thing ever. And he rides a bike. He's great. It's so good. It's so good.
I feel like there's probably other ones out there, but since this is rapid fire and the only one that's coming to like my head is like, I have a couple that's coming to head, but one that I really enjoyed was this trope's hard for me, I feel like, is it's by JT. You guys seen her? Liars Like Us.
Okay.
I'm a sucker for a plot twist. And it did have a decent plot twist. Hey boo, hey.
It's JT. You know, she's one of those queens of plot twists. If you read Pen Pal, you know. At that, you know.
I love Pen Pal. Some other people said Liars Like Us wasn't, like, that great. I did do the audiobook, and I will say, like, again, full cast. I think the audiobook narration, Troy, she always chooses Troy as her main C, and I fucking love Troy. So, I really enjoyed it. I had a good time with it. And I'm a sucker for a plot twist. If you can take me by surprise, you're probably going to get an extra star for that.
If I could give you 6, I would give you 6. I would do it.
Oh, I love it. So that's the one that's coming off the top of my head. I know of a lot of arranged marriages, but that's another one. So we'll just okay.
We'll wait for that one.
Yes. Hey, Maria. I bet you Maria has, because I feel like she reads a lot of Marriage of Convenience. Rapid fire. Go, Maria.
Give us some, because we're blinking right now. When the lights are on, when the camera's on.
Marriage of Convenience, not arranged marriage. Marriage of Convenience. I have faith in her. She's going to pull through. I feel like I don't know why, I feel like she reads a lot of this trope. She does a lot of, like, mafia, and she does dark romance, but I feel like she does, like, a lot of spicy contemporary romance, too. So I feel like she got this one. If she's still in the room. I don't know if she just popped in for a second. All right, I'm gonna push the next one while we wait on her all-knowing recommendation.
Please, guys, please know that we're having fun. It's just anxious when the camera's on and you have to rapid fire and you just gotta think on the spot.
That was the point of this, is to be like, psh.
Yep.
Okay, damn it. This one's gonna be hard because it's enemies to fucking lovers.
Lord. You know what? Okay, personally, for me, I have to say Into the Light by V. Taylor is one of my top enemies to lovers.
Right. Is that after Into the Darkness?
Oh no, sorry. That's what I meant. Into the Darkness is first. I got the cover.
She's coming to Authors in the Bluegrass as like a last minute add-on. So
I saw that.
I've heard such good things about that book.
When I tell you, one of my favorite parts about it is how she shows men's mental health in this book.
I love mental health. Okay, I'm gonna go with my last 5-star enemies to lovers that I can think of the top of my head. It is also a Why Choose. And she does Why Choose really well, and that is Sin Like the Devil by J. Rose. When I tell you, like, oh man, damn it. Okay, no, that is a good one. I'm gonna still stick with that choice. It's still a 5-star reading.
There's so many of them, it's hard to be like, which one do I pick?
I know. So good. I want to feel like I am not sure if they're gonna fuck each other or if they're gonna kill each other. That is my favorite enemies to lover. Like, when every encounter they have is like with their hands wrapped around each other's necks,
throat,
and like you literally don't know if they're gonna kill each other. That is an enemies to lovers. Like, the banter is cute. I love banter.
Oh, I hate you, and 5 minutes later, oh, I love you. No. I want you to be like,
I love banter, but yes. Oh, and that one was so good. It's Why Choose. It takes place in an asylum. J. Rose does really good dark Why Choose with a plot. And these characters really hate each other. There's one in the little polyamorous relation. It's a Why Choose. So one of them, he is not enemies to lovers. So they obviously hit it off the bat, right off the bat. You still get that, and you still get like their chemistry like early on, but the other two, you don't know if they're gonna just and at one point, like, he kind of does try to take her out for real at one point. So,
but again, is it really enemies to lovers if I'm not trying to like take you out? Like, I'm trying to.
So good. And this book also, like, even though it was really dark, and I wouldn't say it was like emotional, J. Rose, and she talks about it on her page, like, has bipolar disorder, and so this is the character she has written other books with like really great mental health representation, but this is the first one where she wrote an FMC who also has bipolar disorder, and so she put a lot of heart in it. And I think I felt that, like, even though it was really dark and gritty and like everything I love about a dark romance, there were these like beautiful moments of like good mental health representation that I was like, I feel this so much. Lord series is freaking awesome. I fucking love the Lord. It's amazing. Series. I cannot. Who's ready for madness? Yes. Okay. And then when I like randomly thought of something else, I would say probably my first big enemies to lovers that like stuck up here for a lifetime was The Predator by Runix. I fucking love that book.
I read the first two books. I need to get back into the rest.
Like, enemies to lovers for real. There is so many hand necklaces in that book, and some of them are sexy, but some of them are like, they're gonna kill him. He's gonna kill her. He's gonna kill her.
Through the first book, I didn't realize the second book was the continuation of the first couple. That's how much I thought that like he wasn't gonna let her live. That was it. I knew.
Maria, I'm sure you're about to go to bed, but if you want to come up with us, just let me know, girlfriend. I'll bring you up. Oh, JK, Bria's got you, because I don't. I lie. I'm not. I'm making promises I can't keep. Sorry. Love the Dark Verse series by Runix. Okay, Maria did come through. Ash, which one did Bria buy you? Runix? Because I fucking love
The Predator, yeah.
That one's so good. It's not really spicy. Don't go into like the thought of it's really spicy. Runix writes very beautifully, almost metaphorically. And like there's one of my favorite, it was also one of my favorite Mafia scenes because there's this scene where she is looking out at the city and it's raining, and she's a strong female main character.
Love that
super
scene.
badass. So, and never ever weak, but she has this one little moment of like weakness where it's raining outside and then she's crying and it's mirroring, you know, the rain outside. And it was like beautiful imagery. And it was talking about how hard it is for a woman to be in the Mafia life. And that was my first time, like I devour Mafia books. And that was the first time where I just like had this moment like, God, it would actually fucking suck to be a woman in the like Mafia. It was so beautiful. So good. I fucking love it. And Maria said, Marriage of Convenience, Just My Luck by Lena Hendricks. It's a new release.
Okay.
I think I've heard of that one.
I have not heard of that one yet.
Just My Luck. I think that one is that one like a oh. Hey, I'm sorry, it's a good cover around there. Ooh. Okay. Hi, boo. Okay. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready to get sick.
Woo, let's do it. Constantly.
Oh, is it gonna stop there? Okay.
Oh God.
I love this one. I don't know what I'm gonna choose for this one, but
Oh, Lord.
a book where they use toys during intimate time.
Oh Lord, wait a minute. Honestly, I'd have to say Lights Out by Navessa Allen.
I've got that one on my TBR. Oh,
It's so good. And the audiobook just came out and the audiobook is so good.
I know. I have the audiobook on my wish list. I'm like working through my authors in the bluegrass, so you know. Okay, I'm currently reading Glitch, which does have uses of toys, but I'm not finished with that one yet. So let me think.
The special edition is very pretty.
Of what?
Lights Out.
Lights Out. I haven't seen it. I
have to send you a photo. It's black and gold. It's like really pretty.
I love like foil coverings and sprayed edges. Can mommy have this so she can throw it for you? Thank you.
I have to think, is there other ones with toys in it though? Like,
oh, I know for sure. Oh, I know. I got it. Me, pick me. I'm gonna say Her Soul to Take by Harley. Where he has her ride while he pierces her.
I was like,
so
in my head, I was like, please don't mess up the titties. We don't need.
Yes, you know which one, recent one that I know you've read that was also I thought was so fucking hot?
What?
Green Light, where she plays the cello and then she walks it when she walks out and then he licks it up like
I'm sorry, him with it afterwards was the hottest part of that entire thing. I was like, homie, homie.
So good. Also by Carnage, Her with the Toy on the Mirror. Maria, you should come up. You have such great recs too.
That is a good one, yeah.
Yes, Carnage. Oh yeah, that's my favorite scene in that book.
Yep.
Fucking love that. That one I felt like was very unique scene. I had never read anything like that. Yeah. I was also like, is there a schminky about being forced to learn how to DT? Yeah. You know, I'm trying to
I feel like there's gotta be.
Because if so, after that book, I was like, I mean, where
is the setup?
Maria said, okay, I'll come up. I can't invite you. Bria, can you invite Maria up?
Yep.
That's awesome too.
Yes. I think I sent it. There we go.
This is pretty late for Maria, so she's gonna be here for like 15 minutes, and then she's gonna be like, "Peace out." Bedtime.
It's all good. We're just here to have good times. We're vibing.
Maria,
Can y'all hear me?
I know.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear
Hi.
you. Hi.
All right, let me turn my camera on. I'm chilling in my sunroom. It's so pretty. We are like 70-degree weather outside.
Lucky.
Ooh.
I know.
I'm up
No,
at
it's only
9.
8:30, Mickey. It's not too late for me. What are you making me sound like a grandma?
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Whatever. It's 8:30.
9 o'clock hits and you're a pumpkin.
Anyways.
I love her so much. I like come off of work and talking, and she's still like drinking her coffee, and then I like go to bed, and then she like I don't wake up till 5. Hi, I love the ferment we have.
I know. All right, what are y'all doing? Y'all are doing like tropes and then coming up with books? I kind of missed the beginning.
She's got this lovely spin of wheel.
It's rapid
Say
fire
the trope,
book rec.
microtrope, or anything, and then we just rapid fire a book rec.
Okay. Duet narration audiobook.
Oh no.
Okay.
Like our favorite one? Like, what do you mean? Okay.
Yes. So
duet is like the girl does a girl chapter, the guy does a guy chapter, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. That's
Well,
dual.
no, they do like all of it. So girl does all the voices.
Okay.
Girl does all the girl voices, boy does all the boy voices. Oh, this should be easy. I feel like, well, it's really the whole Pucking Wrong series by C.R. Jane.
I can agree with that. 1000%.
And in the Megan Quinn books, like the Megan Quinn, like that whole rom-com series is like full cast.
I haven't read those yet. I haven't read a single Megan Quinn book. I know it's gonna happen eventually.
I've only done one, and it was
Did you like it?
Yes, I love it. It had me laughing the entire time. It was so good. It's called He's Not My Type.
Of rom-com. Yeah, I've done a few rom-coms. I feel like that. I think that's one of the big popular ones. Is He's Not My Type. So I have that.
Because that one it does more with like mental health on that one. Again, on both her side and his side, where like he doesn't feel like he's worthy of it, and she doesn't feel like.
I've got that on my TBR. Ash is like, all Hollis Hut again.
Yes.
I got
like,
it. You recommended it twice now. I fucking love the cover. It's on my TBR. I got you, boo.
Honestly, every Lauren Beale audiobook, because it's either duet or multicast. So I can definitely say that, because I've listened, I think I've listened to all of them at this point, actually.
I've listened to a lot of multicast. So I'm trying to think. Not multicast, duet narration. I would have to say the C.R. Jane series is probably one of my favorite duet narrations.
Yeah.
But I did again recently. That it was. Oh, actually, again recently, I just really love these audiobooks. They're probably gonna make my top for the year. Is the Devil Himself by B.B. Easton was duet narration, and then and Irish accents, and it's so fucking good. And Even When It Hurts by Sam. Maria needs to go in that book blind and do the audio.
She's like, blind, just do it.
Blind. Do not fucking read a blurb. Do not she's such a blurber.
I am. I have to. Bria, do you do that? Do you read the blurbs first before you read a book?
No, I'm not even gonna lie to you. There are times I've bought a book and it was based solely on a trope, and that was it. I knew nothing about it. Or someone posted the dedication.
Pretty cover. If like one of my friends recommends it on TikTok and it's a pretty cover, it's like
done. Literally, I bought a book based off a dedication. Didn't even read the blurb. Didn't even see what it was about. And then I was like, I should probably see what this is about. But at the end of the day, I bought it, so it's mine. I'm not going to return it.
All right. Ready?
No.
I know, like, these kind of give me anxiety, but I'm having a lot of fun.
It's so much fun, but it's like, I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Okay, this one, it should be easy. This one should be easy, hopefully. Your book boyfriend. Who is your book boyfriend? Callum! Alden!
You bitch.
She said that so fast. I feel like it was real.
Callum is mine. Trisha knows it. I slide into her DMs all the time, and I'm like, I swear to God, if you... I was like, you cannot sell him off to anybody else. That bitch is mine. I was going back and forth with her. I was like talking about like drugging him and putting him in my trunk and like all this things. Like I was like, you think I'm kidding? If he was a real life person, I'm talking about I would now become like a crazy person. He'd be locked up in my basement. Callum is
your poor husband would be like, do you know that there's no one there? Don't worry about it. That's none of your concern.
Callum is
Mine
mine.
is Tyson. Tyson is
From The Sacrifice?
Yep.
He's my favorite too in that series. Man, I would probably say I like Jeremy from the Rena Kent series. You know,
Okay.
God,
I haven't read those yet, but I'm nervous, but I'm excited.
I read the first one.
I'm gonna try to do it this fall after like Authors in the Bluegrass and After Love in Vegas. I don't really have any more signings, so that's on my list. Is Rena Kent.
I read the first one. I haven't gone back for the other ones, but I've read the first one.
I share Callum with Maria, but we have a running joke about it.
I mean,
Yes,
I
you
do
do.
have like his exact tattoo on my arm, so I think I'm gonna have to just be a part of this throuple anyway. So you know,
Do you really? What does it say?
what does it say? Oh, there is no harmony.
Not that dedicated, Bria. Not that dedicated.
There is no harmony without high and low notes. It's from the second book of Lovely Bad Things. No.
Yeah. No, it's is it Lovely? No, Lovely Bad Things.
Lovely
is
Wicked Things.
Lovely Wicked
No,
Things.
Wicked is the third one. I thought is Violent
Wait.
the second one.
Lovely Violent Things. Lovely
There you go.
Violent Things.
Yeah.
Lovely
Okay,
Violent
that's
Things.
it.
Look at
I
all
know
of us.
for
We
sure
know the
Lovely
title
Bad
of the book.
We're all
I
Callum
love-
lovers. We like our
I'm-
psycho.
I know, he's so good. He's just I'm a sucker for not just a psycho, but a highly intelligent psycho. I mean, he's so calculating and methodic and everything.
Ridiculous about it. And then the way he executes everything he says and does is just
Everything he says is a fucking metaphor I don't understand, but it sounds beautiful coming off his lips. I don't know what he just said, but damn. did
Have
not
y'all
make me
seen like
any straight.
Trisha's videos? Like Callum like keeps wanting to like enter her thoughts, and she's like, "Go away, Callum." She's trying to like write
I'm
me
like,
a
I'm
book.
trying to write another book, and
He's like, "Go
Callum's
away,
like, "Oh, there."
just all from Callum's perspective. Do the same 3 books just from his perspective. Just
I
that's
think
it.
she left the third book where she could write like a whole nother like
I know, right? Yeah.
she could. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't think I would love it as much as the original though. So
Yeah.
I'm really, really excited for. Is it called Lovesick? Her new one.
Yes.
She's been
Yes.
throwing out some teasers, and
I'm
I just
so pumped
love
for that.
like Astrid. She just researches things so well, and so like it's like this is it professor student, which I'm a sucker for.
Yeah.
And the astrology aspect, I'm just in love already.
Dude, she actually went to school for psychology for the Hollows Row series. Like, she actually has a degree.
That doesn't surprise me. We did a live with
It
her.
doesn't.
That
Someone told me that. Yeah, someone told me that, and I was like,
highly intelligent, and she's so nice.
She's
Ash,
super
if
nice.
you haven't read that series,
I've been
I'm not
telling her to
sharing
do it.
Callum with you. I will not share Callum with you, but Ash, I'm gonna insist.
I told her, and I told her the audios are in duet.
audiobooks just came out. The audiobooks just came out.
Yes, and they're all in duet, so.
Oh, are they duet? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're duet now. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
They're on Hoopla, I think.
I'm
Yes.
scolding you, Ash. I'm scolding you. All right. You guys ready? I'm about to puke.
Oh, great.
This gives me such anxiety, but I'm loving it. Oh, damn it. Please not that one. Okay, yeah. Okay, this one, I didn't know. I didn't know. This one might not be one. I don't know if you guys, have y'all read any sapphic romances? I'm a sapphic romance girly, so I threw it on there. Maria, got you. I'm going to make you read a sapphic romance if you haven't already.
I think I have. No, I have.
I wasn't sure, but I like sapphic.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think you would probably, especially audiobook.
I've read books with scenes of two females together, but I don't think I've read a whole book with just two. Yeah.
I really like Gianna Darling's
Oh yes, I remember you telling me about that one.
Yeah,
What is that
Serpentine
called?
Valentine is a really good one. It's college. It's kind of like a revenge plot. It's dark. It's got kind of gothic-y vibes. The audio narration is phenomenal. So that's one of my favorites. But I would have to say my new favorite, but Maria wouldn't like this, so I wouldn't recommend it to her because it's an untraditional happily ever after. But it's called Lifers. It's actually a novella, which I don't typically like novellas, but it's by Casey Bloom, and I ate it up. And the ending was like a non-traditional happily ever after. It was dark. It was an asylum. It was hot. I liked it. It was really good. It was really good.
Mine is a sapphic vampire one. It's called House of the Blood Crimson, I think is what the last part is called. But it's like hunter, vampire, they hate each other, pure enemies to lovers, like...
I know one day I'm going to do a sapphic romance, and I really want to do a Hades and Persephone retelling, but a sapphic romance.
Ooh.
So,
that
yeah.
sounds like that would be amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Lady Venom by Kat Black Mormon. Ooh, Kat is going to be Authors in the Bluegrass. That's a sapphic
Ooh, so
romance.
there you go. Another book for you to add to your long list. With how much time do you have to read all these books?
Shut up! I've been devouring audiobooks this month because I like went home to Alabama, which is a 19-hour drive there, a 19-hour drive back. I have the tattoo appointment this month too, which is a 6.5-hour drive there and a 6.5-hour drive back, plus 2 8-hour sessions. So I will say I have made a good dent, I feel like, this month. The only thing is the physical books I have not made much of a dent in is the hard.
I've honestly barely made a dent anywhere, and I really am going to, like, between this weekend and like the last week, like, I just need to make a dent in a bunch of stuff. So if I go MIA, that's why I'm deep into my books trying to get them done.
Yes. Okay, this is a micro trope. Ash, yeah, that's what book besties are for. We keep each other in line.
Oh yeah,
Rick
all the time.
keeps me in line sometimes too. Maria always keeps me in line. She's gonna keep me in check 24/7. She's like, Nikki, did you do this? No, Maria, no. Okay.
No, I didn't.
Damn it! Why do I love you?
You can stop
Right.
now. Jesus.
Micro trope. CNC or dubious con.
Oh, come on. You know that I have so many.
Okay, you got this.
All I read.
Well,
Let's see.
that King of Corium, Mickey, you read
I was
it.
about to say, I feel like I know what Maria's is going to be. I knew you were going to pick that one, Maria.
Yes. King of Corium by C. Hallman.
Maria is amazing for Mafia or Bully Rex. Those are her jam.
Yeah.
What am I gonna say?
I think the Bully one. I'm trying to think. I'm really bad at this.
I'm so, you know what? I'm gonna say The Wallflower by J.L. Beck.
Yeah.
I just read
that's a
book
good
one for that. That one's a good beginning one. I'm going to say Chokehold by Harley Beck and Lay Rivers. First of all, sucker for an MM, sucker for an enemies to lovers, sucker for mass men, primal play. I mean, it just has all the best
Everything.
tropes in it. Step siblings. Oh, I just ate that book. Oh, it was so good.
Nitty gritty, just it was delicious.
It was delicious. It was just spicy. It was an easy read too. Like, it wasn't too heavy. It was just like. But I loved, like, at the beginning, I loved, like, the dubious.
Yeah.
At the beginning was really good. Oh my god. I think, you have also, obviously, The Ritual is good. The Cat and Mouse duet.
God of Malice by Rena Kent. Got that too.
Which one?
God of Malice by Rena Kent.
Yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
one.
get there eventually.
I know,
one day.
you got one.
That book, man.
The very first scene, Mickey. The very first
Ooh,
scene.
that first chapter, man.
That's what everyone says.
Straight out
I'm
the
just
gate.
so nervous, but I think I have all the audiobooks now because they've been like running sales here and there.
Yep.
And except I think God of Malice is the only one that hasn't been on a sale. So that's the only one.
It actually hasn't, which is crazy.
God of Malice is on Hoopla, Mickey.
Damn it! I don't know. I don't ever check Hoopla. Okay.
You're like, God damn it! I honestly need to re-download Hoopla.
Yeah, I was so mad because the Monty J series was all on Hoopla, and I spent all that money. It was fine. I was happy to support Monty because those books were damn good.
Yeah.
Especially on audio. They're probably my favorite dual narration ever. They're so good.
You know when Silas's book is coming on audio?
I don't fucking know. I need it, and if I get the arc of the second gen, then I'm just gonna read it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be sad, but I'm just gonna read it. But I will be happy that I have the arc. So
I'll be happy, but I'll be sad. I'm gonna cry while I read it.
if you like all that, read Slay Less by Taylor Page. Why does that sound familiar? Slay Less. Hold on. I think that's talking about CNC. Oh yes, those covers are beautiful.
They are.
Okay. Slay Less. I like the little. I'm such a punny person. Want to read. Add to TBR because I always need more. Okay.
Yeah.
Always. Why not? It's fine. It's not it's gonna outlive me or anything.
I keep telling people I'm just gonna put it in my will and say, like, you know, my kids and my grandchildren can just split up my TBR and they can both tackle it,
They
and then it
probably
has to go into somebody else's
readers.
will.
Knowing my luck, they'll be like into video games or movies or something.
No, I don't care. One of you has to pick it, and one of you have to keep it going. Do not let it stop.
Oh my god, I got a little TBR. Like, it's not a jar. It's a little. I'll have to show you. It's really cute. It's like a little vending machine, and there's like little pills that go in it, and you like pick out. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that because I have all my books wrapped. Well, not all of them. After Readers Take Denver, and probably after Authors in the Bluegrass, I'm probably gonna need to wrap more. But it's okay. It's fine.
It's fine.
Okay, this is another micro trope we're looking at. I don't want to say it online because I'll get in trouble, but like pew pew play. You get my gist?
Yep. I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to think too.
Like, I'm thinking of a scene and I can't think of the book. I'm reading it in my head and I'm like, okay, that's great. What book was that? Oh, okay, so I remember the title,
Cat
but
Mouse is like the one everyone thinks of, or Den of Vipers too.
so for me, it's I think I'm gonna get the name wrong of it. I know the series name, and I'm gonna get this title wrong. But I think it's called When It Snows. It's from the Frost Industry series. It's like book 3 in like a 4-book like
I got you. Hold on. Frost Industries.
And like
by Montana.
Yes. I think it's the 3rd book.
It's Fall of Snow. Oh, I have book 1 on my TBR because I have met someone in real life who reads dark romance, and she reads like 200, 300 books a year. She's not on like Book Talk or Instagram or anything. And I was like, okay, well, damn, I never meet anyone in real life who likes dark romance who reads that much too. And I was like, so what is your favorite all-time book? And she said When It Rains. So I have that. This is
my all-time, like, I tell if you're trying to get into interconnected standalone series, I recommend this one because the plot travels. Huh?
I think I read it.
Did you?
I think so.
Yeah, because each of them follows a sibling. So, like, the name is the name of the sibling. So the Snow one, her name is Snow. One is Rain. And, like, the story follows all 4 books, but each book is a different sibling.
Okay.
And it's done so well. And when I read the last chapter of the last book, I cried. I was like, I didn't want it to be over. It was done so well.
Oh, you cried because it was over.
Because it was the ending. There was going to be no more. And I was like, oh, I'm so sad.
Yeah, I have book 1 on my TBR. So
The Sinner by Chantal Tezier has one of those pew pew scenes, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yes, Sinner.
I think so. Yeah,
Sinner does have that one.
Yeah, straight out the gate, chapter 1.
Isn't it chapter? Oh, because he breaks into the house. And,
yes.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with another one of my book boyfriends, and I'm gonna have to go with Robbie from Obsession by Harley Beck.
There was a pew pew scene in that?
Pretty sure. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, it's okay. We love Robbie, and we'll just insert one in. We'll just pretend that there's one there.
I feel like there is. I'm pretty sure.
I just can't remember.
I think
all I can remember.
You're making me second guess myself, but in the car, right? And
That's
he's
right,
like
that's right. Okay,
driving.
you're right.
Yes. I was like, you're making me second guess myself, but I'm pretty sure there is because I'm pretty
It's
sure
okay.
I was like, oh, that's
I feel like because I felt like because there's so many, the only scene I can think of is when he unalives the one guy and then they, in the blood. And that's all. That's like the one scene I think about. Like,
too.
I was like, yeah, that's the one.
I think I liked it because I've read a lot of, pew pew scenes, but I think, pew pew, yeah. But I think that one stood out to me because he's so unhinged. Like, he made me nervous that he would actually fucking pull it.
Oh, yeah, because that was the one where he didn't actually unload it or anything. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was actually nervous that scene. I was like, God damn it.
Anytime it's Harley Beck, I'm concerned that someone is not going to make it.
Yeah, I was like, ugh.
Especially when you read her entire backlog, you're like, are they going to make it?
So sweet. So I started with Obsession, and I'm going to be honest, it's because I loved Lay Rivers. I loved Little Strange.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I saw their Chokehold book that they did together, and the artwork where they're like this,
Yes.
It's like, that is enemies to lovers. That is what's up. And then it was an MM and step sibling and all the tropes, and I was like, I'm here for it. But like, they wanted you to have read one from each author, and I was like, fucking done. And I had seen Obsession before, and that one was on my TBR anyway, so I read that one, and I liked it. It was really good.
That's so.
It was more of like almost like. It was like, at first it was more like thriller, and then it kind of turned into a dark romance. So it wasn't like your traditional dark romance. It felt very much like a thriller. It turned to dark romance. But yeah, that was one of my favorite gun scenes because I was like, I was actually a little scared. I was like, oh God.
Welcome to the world of Harley Beck, where you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if she's going to unalive someone. You don't know if they're going to be just on a spree somewhere. You don't know. The plot twist, she's really good with plot twists.
Damn it. Oh, this is going to be a hard choose.
Great.
Ash, I love Wretched by Emily McIntyre. That's my favorite one I've read of hers.
I just downloaded that audiobook. I need to listen.
Wretched,
I haven't.
Strong female main character, which I'm a sucker for, so that's one of my favorite. That's not everyone else's favorite, but I just like a strong female lead, and that's what you get.
Yeah,
there.
I mean, right now, Scarred is like my top favorite right now.
Scarred is my favorite too. Scarred is my favorite.
So that's
Scarred.
the thing. I can't promise y'all like Wretched because Scar's my least favorite. It was too much of a slow burn for me. But
Nova, hi.
Hi, boo. Okay, Mafia. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's so
sorry.
basic. Mafia. What do you
Okay. We could do Mafia all day long. For me, anyways.
Same, too.
No,
but like,
I know. That's why
what's the favorite?
whatever Maria puts out is going to go on my TBR. I feel like we already brought up the Darkverse series, so I won't say that one.
I'll have to say for me, top favorite that okay, there's two. I refuse to pick one. Not doing it. One is Hate to Love You by Charlie Nicole and Nicole Fanning. A strong female character where she actually learns that plants have multi-uses. Take that as you will. And she helps other women escape DV situations by giving them
I
recipes.
Hate to Love You by what?
Charlie Nicole.
Charlie Nicole.
Yeah, so that's one. And then the other one is a complete series. It's called Empire of Pain by J.L. Beck. Age gap, best friend's dad, mafia, billionaire, done.
I have that on my TBR. I need to read that freaking series.
So good. I love J.L. That was like my first J.L. Beck series, like from her. And when I tell you I devoured it, so good. First chapter, just from the first chapter, you're like hooked on it. I love it.
All right. I I feel like, okay, I'm going to say one, and then I'm going to actually look at my Mafia afterwards to see if I change my mind.
And then you'll be like, darn it, because of that one.
Yeah. I'm putting the Darkverse series off the table just because we already talked about that one, but I think that's a phenomenal series.
Yeah,
and it was my first.
Yeah.
So I really liked I loved the Kimura Chronicles by Cora Riley. And I would say Bound by Honor, Bound by Blood, like I forget which series that is, but that's the series that kind of comes before the Kimura Chronicles kind of goes off of it.
Yeah.
Those were my first like Mafia books. So Cora Riley, I do think, is one that kind of holds some sentimental value to me because those were like the first Mafia books I had ever read I just became obsessed and I like had read all hers. I haven't read anything new that she's put out. I pretty much only read the whole like Bound by series. I forget what that's called. And then the Kimura Chronicles. But the Kimura Chronicles, the boys are a little bit darker. They're a little bit more possessive. They're a little bit more psychotic. It's not arranged marriages. A lot of them are like, kidnap her or stalk her or whatever. So I ate that whole series up. All right, now I'm going to go look because I feel like I don't know if that was the
so
right.
now that I'm really sitting here thinking about it, I also liked the Alliance series by S.J. Tilley.
I haven't read that series yet, but I have the special edition for myself, so I'm going.
So the bromance, if you liked C.R. Jane's hockey bromance, you'll love the bromance in the S.J. Tilley. Like, they're all strong men, but like there's humor. They like get on each other. It's so good, and the men are just amazing.
Well, they're a good Mafia author is Faith Summers. Not a lot of people have heard of her, but she is amazing. I know Mickey just read one of her books.
I just read Devil's Kiss, I think.
Devil's Kiss by Faith Summers.
That was good. That was good.
I think someone just recommended her book to me to read.
Yeah, she's awesome.
And then
so
sweet.
Sweet. And I love
at Readers Take Denver and so sweet. So sweet.
I love Rhea Wild too. Like that duet we read. Like, Mickey, what was it called?
Oh, the Twisted City is the duet name.
Yeah. Rhea Wild is amazing.
I'm looking at that one. Yeah, by Rhea Wild. The Little Bird and Twisted King. That was good. Phantom was good too.
Oh, I love Phantom.
Yeah.
I really like the Black Ridge Prep series by A.R. Breck. The first book, I will say, was my favorite. Book 2 and 3 was not quite as good, but or maybe it wasn't Phantom. I'm thinking about Rouge. Is this Phantom? Phantom's kind of Mafia, but
they're both Mafia.
Yeah, kind of. He's like underground.
I mean, the second one is a little bit more Mafia because he's actually like in charge. So like you see him actually going to meetings and making stuff. But like Phantom,
Rouge is more Mafia. Like he straight up says he's Mafia, like Irish Mafia.
Phantom is like people know about him and they fear him, but he's not like super Mafia.
I've only read Phantom. I haven't read the other two. I have them on my TBR though.
Rouge is really good too.
I just listened to the audiobook for the second one. So good. And I didn't know they were on audio. I could have looked them up to know that they were on audio. I didn't know until Greer posted. She goes, "Hey, I kind of forgot that I have them on audio. So here you go."
I need to go read the book 1. I need to read the first book. I already ordered it for Authors in the Bluegrass, so it's not a priority because I've read the other 2 books in that series and loved it. So I'm just assuming I'll like book 1. So I just already ordered it. So it's not like a priority. I'm trying to like do authors I haven't read that I'm not sure if or what I want to buy from them, kind of thing. So
I need to do that for
Devil of
Dublin.
Dublin. I've only said that book 10 times tonight. I'm sorry.
I can't tell it's your favorite at all.
It's not even necessarily like my favorite of all time, but it's like I just finished the second book on audio yesterday, and the audio
so it's like fresh in your head.
It's fresh, and the audios are so good, so good. The audiobooks are just phenomenal. They're some of my favorite audiobooks. Oh yeah. I think I did good. I think I'm okay with my choice.
I'm so good with my choice. I know after this, when I have my Goodreads, I'll look over it and just ping you and be like, yep, should have picked that one, but it's okay.
I really like, because it's so untraditional, it's one I read forever and ever ago. It is the Scarred Souls series by Tilly Cole. It's weird. It's good. But yeah, I'm gonna have to say the Darkverse series and the Devil of Dublin and fuck, what's the one I actually chose?
Oh my god. I'm cheating. I'm trying to look at my books. I'm cheating.
Stop it! No cheating.
It's rapid fire for a reason. It's off the top of your head. That's it.
Yeah.
I know. Oh my gosh, Jill Ramsauer's got a good Mafia series.
Oh yeah, I just read that the first one, and it was really good.
Yeah.
Really good. Oh, I fucking love this trope. You ready? You ready? I feel like I know what Maria's gonna choose. Age gap.
You know what I'm gonna choose?
I think so.
Ooh.
What am I gonna choose?
I feel like it's one you recommend all the time. I'm gonna be surprised if it's not. He's a daddy. Maria.
Why am I drawing a blank? I don't know what you're talking about.
She's gonna be pissed if she doesn't choose this one.
So bad.
You have to tell me now.
I want to tell you after you choose.
Okay, fine. Let me think. Y'all
I
go
was gonna
first.
say, I have so many, and like now I'm trying to make sure I don't repeat. So I'm trying to think of like. All I'm thinking of right now is Nightshade by Harley Beck. It's MM, Professor Student. It's novella, erotic horror. The student is very, very, very obsessed. So obsessed that he planned this to happen like a year in advance, where he was like, It's so good. MM. It's part of an anthology, so I think it's called Shadow in the Bloom, but like Harley's book is called Nightshade. So good.
Okay.
Gothic Canna.
Huh?
Gothic Canna.
You just said that because you said Professor Student. That is not your favorite.
I was like, oh, Professor Student. Got it.
Now I need to know what her favorite is. You are like so adamant on this one.
I'm surprised she did not choose Power.
Oh my gosh! Why did I choose That's the best one ever.
No for an answer. I wouldn't put no for an answer as an age gap.
I haven't finished it, but is no for an answer? Is it? I haven't read. I don't know that one.
I don't think no for an answer is an age gap. I did just remember that it was a sapphic romance, so yeah. I don't think it's age gap.
I did love Power, but I think I really love the way Gianna Darling does age gaps. Because it's like her age gaps are legit age gaps. And sometimes the girls are like right at 17, 18, 19, but she just does it in a way that's so beautifully done. So I know everyone always says Welcome to the Dark Side, which phenomenal audiobook, so good. But I also like her because it's Mafia. I think it's Dangerous Temptation and Beautiful Nightmare. It's like a little duet.
Okay.
And her mom passes away, and he ends up taking like ward of her, and so like there's also that like kind of like daddy vibe there too, you know. Even though he's not related to her at all, just to clarify. But like she does taboo, like she does wrong so well that it just feels so right. It feels so good.
Oh, I should have picked any of the Cleo White ones. Damn it.
Ghost and Age Gap, because Ghost is an audiobook that I probably will be getting to this month in my massive audiobook haul, because Kat Blackthorne will be authors in the Bluegrass.
I wanted to say Older by Jennifer Hartman, but I haven't read it yet. It's on my TBR. I just know it's age gap.
Yeah, you can't. It doesn't count.
That was the first thing that came to my mind. I was like, oh, I need to read that book, and I know it's age gap.
I can't believe Power didn't come to your mind instantly. You recommended that one to me. If you want, it's not dark at all, but if you want like daddy vibes and like spicy and forbidden, like it's her
very taboo.
fiance.
Yeah.
And so there's like there's like a scene where they're like basically in bed with her. Like she's asleep, but
yes, it is
it's
so
scandalous.
Oh,
I'm gonna need
hot.
I'm gonna need that.
Yeah, it's
Have
good.
I haven't
Have you guys
seen.
read
I need that.
anything by Charity Farrell? Is that her name, Charity Farrell? Have you heard that
I don't
author
think so.
before? She's got a really good. It's actually I think it's called Gorgeous Monster. Maybe it's mafia, but it's her best friend's dad, and it's really good. It's really good.
I have not, but I love the covers.
I mean, if you want cute and fluffy novellas, Cleo White, every one of her novellas is age gap. There's the last one was Nanny and Dad, but it's like he's a professor in like his 40s and she's like 20 something. The other one is Doctor and Patient. One is, what is it? Like father-in-law one. Yeah, there's a couple of them.
I feel like I've read a lot of age gaps, but some of them are like, I feel like when I read an age gap, I want it to feel like an age gap.
I need it to be an age gap. Minimum 10 years, maybe more.
10 years.
It wasn't super spicy, but I really liked Irish Kiss. It was definitely like a slow burn, and it went back to when she was actually a kid. Like, he meets her when she is young. And now there's nothing sexual until like later, but Sinner. Sinner isn't that big of a age gap. I'm looking at my age gap list. I have one on here that a lot of people freaking love, but I actually did not like. It's a one that I always hate talking about because I feel like, Salt Kiss, the Sierra Simone series. That is, I think, an age.
I've heard a lot about that one.
It's not finished yet, but it's so good. I want Maria to try it, but it's an MMF. So Maria doesn't like Why Choose, but it's not too many. I think she might like it. It's so good.
Yeah, it's an MMF. Yeah. Did you guys read that series by Nikki Sloan, the Filthy Rich American series?
I haven't read all of it, but the one. No. Wait. No. I'm not thinking of that series. Which one am I thinking of? I'm thinking of something.
Are you thinking of Filthy Rich Vampire?
No.
It's called Filthy Rich American series by Nikki Sloan. They're on Hoopla. It's a good series to listen to.
Okay.
The Initiation. I've seen Sarah talk about it.
Is that the one that Sarah's reacting to?
Yeah. She's been reacting to it recently. No, but I read The Architect by her, and it was like, I don't know, her books to me don't scream spice at first, but like just looking at the covers and like, it's more contemporary, but then I started it and I was like, it's fucking chapter 2. Well, what are we? Whoa.
Where are we? What? Okay. We're going in. Dive in.
We're going in. Oh man, I have so many good age gaps on my.
I know, okay. Like I'm really sitting here thinking about it.
I'm good with my choice. I definitely have some others that I would recommend, but I'm good with my choice.
Yep, I'm good.
Yeah, yes, Ash, I do know that it's a Why Choose romance. I like Why Choose. I am picky about Why Choose. I will say that. Like, I think a lot of people think it's my favorite trope, but in fact, I'm just a dark romance reader, and so I feel like as a dark romance reader, Why Choose comes up a lot in that genre. But I do like Why Choose. I am a little picky about them, but I do love them. So I'm excited because
just a small town Why Choose. I think that'd be hilarious.
Is it a small town?
No, I was just saying, could you imagine if it was like small town rom-com Why Choose? Like,
yeah, I mean, I've heard of a few, but I don't think it's like.
No, I don't think it's like super popular.
But I do have all those books on my TBR. I've heard that the audiobooks are phenomenal, and spooky season's coming up, so I'm super excited. Okay, here we go.
Pumpkin spice latte is at Starbucks, and it's about to be at Dunkin'. We are here. It is fall. It is Halloween time.
All right, microtrope. Your favorite book where they're in college, so they have to be like attending college at the time. I know you've read some.
I've read a lot of them. That is the problem. Is that there is a lot of them, and I have to now remember which ones. Oh, so I just read one. It's a novella. It's called Filtered by Katie Perez. It's actually like a really cute concept where her and her sister make a bet to see who's gonna make it to 50,000 followers. And so the main female character isn't on social media, doesn't really care for it. She's like, I'm just gonna try this out. And so the filter says that she has to kiss the guy that's sitting behind her. So it turns into a fake dating, all of it. Yeah, it just came out. It's super cute. I love Listen, I know this is way off topic. I say this every time she's on here because I need more people to read her book. It's Arranged Deception. It is an enemies to lovers arranged mafia marriage. When I tell you that it's the ish. It is superior enemies to lovers.
I met CC Monroe at Readers Take Denver, and I picked up one of her books. I haven't read it yet, but I have Her Shadows, His Secrets.
I listened to that on audio. Best thing ever. Yes, that too.
I'm definitely going to do it on audio if I do that. Yeah.
When I tell you every time she's on here, I want her to feel the love because more people need to read her books because her books are amazing. And I do it every time she's on here.
You don't have to tell me twice. Mafia recommendation from you. We can do that. I feel like probably one of my favorite college romances. I want to say Gothic Kana, but we already talked about Gothic Kana.
Not really.
I got one. It's the S. Masery, the Hockey Gods series.
Oh yeah, I've only read book one. I've only read book one, but I have all the signing exclusives on my shelf. So obviously, I'm gonna read them all.
I got the male model covers because holy crap, are they freaking perfection?
Yes. Which one are you adding to? Are you adding the CC Monroe?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
To your list? I just added it to my list. I'm excited. I'm gonna have to say. I don't care if this is a cop out. I fucking love it. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say the Hollow Boy series by Monty J. Oh, it's one of my favorites.
Cop out. It works as long as it's a cop.
That does work. Series this year. It's so good, and I feel like Maria knows that I am not a binge reader. Like I don't binge a series, but damn, do I love that series. It's so good. And I mean, they kind of are standalones, but there's an overall arc plot. Yeah. So I mean, I definitely recommend it.
Okay.
So good. So good.
And I am going to say King of Corium again, even though I said it earlier today, because it is like one of my absolute all-time favorite series, and I will preach it until forever. So
yeah, sounds about right.
You should. All your favorites, you always should. I read it. It was good, especially if you like bully. It's definitely hardcore bully for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely for sure. I want to see. I have 21 books under college.
Yeah. So other ones I'm thinking of, I've already mentioned. Into the Darkness by V. Taylor. Love that one.
I found my TBR.
Ooh, the audiobook is so good.
Don't people say that one you cry a lot in?
Yeah.
Is it a happily ever after? Maria might not. I was about to suggest a buddy read because I want to read that one really bad.
You don't know. The weirdest thing is we're honestly not sure until the second book comes out if what happened actually happened. AKA, a lot of us are very delusional and don't want to believe what happened in the end of the first book. So we're waiting for the second book to come out. So
Maria also likes to wait until the whole series is out. I can totally be like
binge. I have to binge.
I'm probably gonna read it because Authors in the Blue. She just got added last minute to Authors in the Bluegrass. So
her third degree is such a good age gap too. Man.
I'm definitely going into the darkness because I've had multiple people recommend it to me, and there's an audiobook for it, which I can definitely get to.
Yeah, I AOC for it. It was.
What I feel like is the obvious college romance because it's like it's actually like labeled as a college romance. It's like all the Lord series.
Yeah,
that one's good too. Obviously. I'm just looking at my college list. I feel like I'm okay with mine.
I'm still good with mine.
Yeah, I'm good with mine.
That was good. I mean, they were 5-star reads for me, almost every single one. So say, okay. Oh, yes! Oh, one of my favorite tropes ever. Serial unaliver, baby.
I'm gonna say Black Sheep by Bryn Weaver.
Which one by Bryn Weaver?
Black Sheep.
Damn it, that's my choice. That is a good one.
Are you serious? I have not met many people that have read that book.
I know there's not an audio for it, but damn, is it good? I fucking love it.
The character's named after me.
That was on your TBR, right? Because I told you had to read it. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's so good.
Said,
It is, and I'm sitting here thinking, is that on audio?
No, unfortunately. That's what we need to start doing. Say, hey, Bryn, off of the success you've had with Butcher and Blackbird and Leather and Lark, we need you to make Marrow into an audiobook. We need you to make Black Sheep into an audiobook.
Marrow's on my TBR too. Marrow's on my TBR.
Marrow is so good.
Fucking Bryn Weaver and Trisha Wolfe together.
Listen.
Fucking yes.
Delicious, amazing, wonderful.
Black Sheep is one of my favorite because again, strong female main character. Okay, so I'll say maybe the Mindfuck series. Not as much spice. Okay. It's like you're gonna probably compare it to Black Sheep. I'm gonna just be honest with you because I would say if you like the most people I feel like have read the Mindfuck series, and so I would say if you love the Mindfuck series, that Black Sheep is the darker, spicier version of the Mindfuck series.
I mean, I try not to compare when going into a book. Like, if you tell me it has the same vibes, I'm
same
cool with
vibes.
that.
Female serial compare. Yeah, but I would have to say that Black Sheep for me probably edges out the Mindfuck series a little bit. But I read the Mindfuck series first. Yeah. And I only say that is because there's more spice, and I like the male character better in Black Sheep than I did in the Mindfuck series. Not that Mindfuck series isn't good; it's amazing. For me, it was a 5-star read. But then I read Black Sheep, and I was like, damn. Yeah, I was like, damn. Yeah, Trisha Wolfe, of course. I'd have to say, I can say the Madly Darkly duet. Like, Callum's my boo, but for Unalivers, holy shit! I was reading that and I thought it was going one way, and then I was like, God damn it! What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Once You're Mine, it's a duet. Morgan Bridges.
I read that. Yeah.
It kind of like gives me Dexter vibes, I guess. Like, because he,
I can agree with that. Yeah.
Vigilante kind of.
Yeah.
And then speaking of Monty J, because we brought her up a couple times, obviously.
The blood we play.
Yeah.
The blood we crave. The blood we crave.
Yeah.
Obsession by Harley Beck.
Yep. Sinister Legacy, which we mentioned from Harley Beck.
I have that one on my TBR now. No, I feel like I'm really good with my, I'm good with my choice. I'm looking at my Unalivers now. I'm not cheating, but I have been going back after I make a choice and look.
Yeah. No. We're following the rules. We make our choice, and then I feel like as soon as I say one out loud, my brain's like, but what about this one? Which is why, as much as I've been loving doing my video recs lately, that has been the worst thing for me, because I will sit there and go through my Goodreads and pick them. Then I'll post the video, and then I'll go back to my Goodreads and go, oh, what about that one? You know what? Screw it.
I love Goodreads shelves. I love that.
The best thing.
I utilize it so much. I wish I would have utilized it more, and I wish when I first started utilizing it, it was these big tropes, but now I'm primal play, mask, mask, and I have all these micro tropes, and I just fucking love it it's a killer for TikTok.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so good. I cannot wait until you read Black Sheep, Maria. I'm going to need updates constantly.
Because that just, yep.
Oh, so good. So good for a female unaliver. It's my favorite female unaliver. I do love Butcher and Blackbird, but I will say that I think I listened to it on audio when it first came out on audio, and I definitely think the audio is 5-star, and for me the book is probably a 4-star, but the audio was the audiobook went from here to it's damn good. Yeah. because if I had to choose between Black Sheep and Butcher and Blackbird, I'm going to say Black Sheep.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Okay, so a book that revolves around, okay, let me make sure I don't get in trouble for saying this. It's the 4 letters. It's the B, it's the D, it's the S, and it's the M. Like,
oh, okay, yep.
I don't know if you get in trouble for that word, but this is your life, so I'm trying to make sure we don't get in trouble.
Listen,
The Auction by Maggie Cole, is that
that's a good one. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good fucking one. That is spice. And that's a step 2.
Yep. Interview with the Sadist by W.S. Greer.
I don't even know what that is, but damn, the title.
Listen, wait. Interview with the Sadist. Listen, the premise is great. So it's this journalist that wants nothing to do with that world. And she's like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to, nothing, right? So then this club opens up in the area and her boss is like, I want you to go and actually do an interview there. And so she learns. So it's basically, I tell people, if you want to kind of get a feel for the world and then do your research after the fact, like read this book because she's basically interviewing a sadist and he's explaining like the entire world and like showing her everything and in the book. And I'm like, this is so well done. And I'm going to go do some research now. So it's great.
I haven't finished the second book, but it's just like, it's like pretty much all revolved. I agree with you though. If Maria didn't say The Auction, I probably would have chosen that one after I thought about it for a second. But I'm going to say, and I haven't read book 2 yet, but The Loser's Duet by Harley LaRue, like, it's a why choose, but it's like, it basically revolves all around. I don't even know if it's not that there's not a plot, like, it's more character development. You, like, love the character so much. So I'm still good with it, but yeah. Okay, I'm curious what else I have under that.
Now to think of all the
you know what else has a lot of that though? Not like a ton, but it has quite a bit, and I know that I filed under is fucking Black Sheep. Black Sheep has some.
It has all of it,
filed under there,
including some PEGGING. That was my favorite part. When I tell you that scene with the mirror.
I love the because I thought it was funny the cherry lube scene.
Yep.
Like across his desk. It's a professor, like not student, professor and
student. Yeah.
Well, she is a student, but she's not his student.
Correct. So I would still count it as professor student because she's still a student. They can still get in trouble. It is taboo.
I feel like I probably have a different. Oh, fucking Salt Kiss. Yeah, okay, I do love the Losers Duet, but I haven't finished book 2. I guess I technically haven't finished but he owns a club in Salt Kiss.
Ooh, Roman Petrov by Luna Mason. It's a new novella, but she owns a club but doesn't want to own it anymore, and he's so into owning clubs, and so it's a marriage of convenience where he buys the club, and it's great. I love it. There's that. Oh
man, there's some other ones.
We could definitely say the Lord series for sure.
The Lord series, That Sick Love.
Oh yeah, That Sick Love.
Yep. Green Light.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but like some.
Yeah. There's a lot that have some. I was trying to think of ones that like there's some books that I feel like revolve
like heavily
around it. All right. Next one. Sorry, had to put the little. What ones are we on? Oh, Ash, we just went over books that have B to the D to the S to the M in it.
I love how you got a beat behind it. You're like, I gotta make it a song.
Yeah.
Hey, my friends. Oh, what did it choose? Okay, I'm gonna have to spin again because I think I pushed a button. I don't know what I just took away. Oh, that makes me sad.
I did recommend. I recommended Interview with the Sadist.
I put that one on my thing. God damn it. Okay, Arranged Marriage.
Where do you even? I'm just gonna say The Sacrifice because that 100% is arranged. Well, that is arranged. It is. Yep.
I know for sure. I know the one that's coming to my head, but is Bound by Honor by Cora Riley, because again, that was probably my first. But
there's so many.
I feel like I have more that are like arranged.
I know. There's like so many Mafia ones.
The Devil's Kiss by Faith Summers is kind of arranged.
Yes, it is. Because it is. Devil's Kiss by Faith Summers, yeah.
Okay. I'm getting to the point where I'm repeating things. You can tell which books are your favorite. Honeycut
you can really start telling at this point.
Salt Kiss and Salt in the Wound is an arranged marriage. There's also a bodyguard because it's like an MMF, so like it's him and his bodyguard, and then him and his fiance, or like arranged marriage, and then it's all three of them eventually.
King of Wrath? I think that one's arranged marriage.
Little Prince by Sophie Lark. I cheated though on that one. I didn't cheat on
which one by Sophie Lark?
Brutal Prince, the first one. I haven't read
the first book. I haven't read it yet.
It's a nice, easy read. I liked it. I mean, it's like a traditional mafia, traditional enemies to love. You know what I mean? Like it's good. Like that. It was a good book. I liked it a lot.
And it's a strong FMC too, which I like.
They're sassy. Lots of banter.
Ooh, new audiobook I just listened to for arranged marriage. Embers in the Snow. It's a fantasy. I thought I liked my wife until I heard this man say my betrothed, and it was over. Done.
Do you know which one Callum's by, Ash? Are you talking about arranged marriage too? All right. I think I'm okay with my bound.
I'm still doing mine.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with my Bound by Honor. It's a good traditional mafia.
You guys read Eva Simmons at all? She's got one that's really good called Reckless Promises.
I have read some of her books here and there for sure. I can't say I've read a ton. I've read 2 or 3. They're good. And I have some on my list. Oh, boo. Maria, you're going to hate this one. I'm so sorry.
What?
You can go first because I know you're only going to have a couple options for this one. Why choose?
Okay, fine. I'll go first. Lords of Pain. I love that series. Even though
I had a feeling you were going to choose that one because it's bully.
Yes.
You didn't know it was a why choose when she got into it, though.
Yeah, so the whole time I'm reading it, and I'm like, who is she going to end up with? And this was like years ago. And then I realized what a why choose was, and I was like, oh, okay. But, you know, the one that we just buddy read, like, that was pretty good. I gave that 4 stars. What was it called again? Why?
Syndicate of Sins.
Yes, Syndicate of Sins by Marie Maravella. Yeah.
Dude, the first book in that series is not a why choose, but it is so, so good.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like really strong female main characters. Like, I'm talking like badass, like can kick guys, but
100%.
Yeah.
Mine would be Dollhouse by Kyra Faye. I loved it.
Okay. I'm gonna go with I don't know if it's definitely up there. I'm trying to think. I've read so many, over the years, but I'm gonna have to, and I feel like it's not out there enough, is it's the Steel Demons MC series by Crystal Ash. It's dystopian society. There's a little bit of like a smidgen of PNR, a smidgen of fantasy, but I would not call it I would call it dark romance, why choose, dystopian, MC, and then like a smidgen of PNR, smidgen of
little
fantasy.
drop.
Yeah, it's like the end of the world. Women can't, the government collapsed. Women can't have certain jobs, so she has like a degree in nursing, but she can't really use it. So she's on the run, and she still is a medic here and there, but like low key. But this MC kind of comes through, and they kind of kidnap her. And it was my actual first like introduction to why choose romances, and I love it because all the guys are very, very different. First of all, there's a storyline, it's plot. It is not allspice at all. Because like there's this whole government like collapse, and like the people are trying to like take over, and so there's like an actual storyline.
Yeah.
but the guys were so different, and she did such a good job of like describing like a why choose and polyamorous. Like there's two guys that have experience with polyamory, like their parents were polyamorous, and then two of the guys are not. So you have the one guy that gets jealous and wants her to choose him, but then you have the other guys that like kind of help. They're all like they're close. They're like brothers in the MC. So when the one is asking him about it, like how do you do it, and he's like, it's not for us. It's because we love her so much that we want to make sure that she has everything she needs. I'm the alpha hole. I can't be her best friend. I can't make her laugh. I'm too serious for that, but you can. You can provide that for her. And it did such a good job of like explaining the benefits of like a poly. It was just so well written for a polyamorous relationship.
Oh,
I think it's a really good first one. Okay, now I'm gonna look, but I love doing that one. The Halloween Boys. I'm gonna read it, Ash. I feel like Ash.
One thing about Ash is she's adamant.
The Halloween Boys. I'm like, I fucking know. It's on my list. Okay, what else is good ones? I've read so many good ones.
I think it's called Hide Me Darling by Marie Rose.
Oh, I've seen that one.
That one's so good.
Flasher Passes on my TBR is where? The TBR is where?
The other one?
Well,
there was the other one by Marie Rose, and I'm gonna butcher the name. I just can't even remember the name. Oh, what's the other one?
For like things that have a really good storyline that aren't just like pure schmut. Not that I don't love pure schmut, but sometimes why choose?
You just want some plot.
Yeah, and it's kind of a slow burn and kind of a slower enemies to lovers, but I just really love the world, and is the Academy of Stardom by Babe Page. It's like they're like a dance. It's not super dark either. Like, it's enemies to lovers, but I would not say it's like super dark. It would be like a really good intro maybe to Why Choose and Dark Romance. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Well, if you're looking for a Why Choose novella just for the smut, Daisy Jane has that Cherry Pie. I did read that.
Okay, Daisy Jane's on my TBR for sure.
Yes, it's a dog boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's her stepdad and stepbrothers Why Choose.
Ooh.
So kind of taboo.
I love anything J. Rose for dark romance and mental health. And Why Choose? J. Rose fucking kills it, fucking slays. One of my favorite audio.
Ash wants to know if you're pointing at them with a toy.
I'm supposed to be I'm playing with my dog, but yeah, that too. My dog also, as I'm doing this, my dog is like, throw the toy.
Like, where are you gonna throw it? Where am I going?
It didn't look right.
It didn't look right. Sorry.
Have you guys seen Nikki with her microphone? Her microphone.
I have it. Hold on. I have that sucker.
Yeah, I've seen it. It does. 100%.
First time I saw it, I was like, what is she doing? Like, I legit thought. I was
like, not realize this is a family app? What is that?
Mickey.
That's when you slide in the DMs and go, take it down. It doesn't look appropriate.
Y'all just leave my microphone alone, you assholes.
Well, when we know what it is, then it makes more sense. But at the first glance,
always have it like low, like this too. So it just, and then I'm talking into it like this.
Yeah.
He was at an airport doing a live, and she had it like so close to the screen. And I get on the live, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now?
She's like, this is normal.
Maria's like worried I'm at an airport practicing my DT skills.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Yeah, I would say J. Rose. Tate James does great Why Chooses. I want to read more from Rosalie, because Rosalie's spice in her Why Chooses are on point, and I love her audiobooks, so yeah. Okay. I'm happy with my choice though.
Yep.
I'm happy with it. Alright, you ready? Make me like sick. Like I'm enjoying it, but it's also like nerve-wracking. Okay. Okay, I'm curious on this one. And maybe you guys haven't read anything, possibly. But where they use, I'm not talking toys, where they use like things that are not intended to be toys, objects.
I've read Dark Romance. Do you not realize that that's a normal thing?
I feel like, I don't know if Maria has.
Like a knife.
Yeah, I would consider that. I would consider that knife play, but yeah. Yeah, that kind of.
Yeah, because that's not supposed to go up there, and yet it does all the time.
Yes. I'm gonna say, yeah, Den of Vipers. I'm gonna say, and it's an age gap, and it was filthy. It was like one of the very few age gaps that made me feel like a little like, ooh, is this okay? And I think it was his like look on himself, but it's called The Man Upstairs by Jade West.
Okay.
He fills her up with his you know what, okay? Yeah. And then after he uses and abuses the girly bits, he wants to see the raw inside ness and his ness inside. So he uses a kitchen whisk to open her up, like to keep it at the widest part so he can like look inside. And then they also bake a cake with it afterwards.
Okay.
I love how funny you guys said, oh, okay.
Like you went, and then then they made a cake with it. What? I mean, not like mine is any better. Hold on, I'm trying to get the name right because I'm skipping it. Like I'm seeing the book.
I got you.
The name.
You give me part of it. I got you. I've been good at this.
It's the third Hitchhiker book in the Lauren Beale Hitchhiker series. Like I'm seeing.
With the two boys.
No. That's the second one. That's Along for the Ride. So I have the
Driving My Obsession. Driving My Obsession.
Yes. He leaves an acorn up there.
Oh yeah. That was weird.
And she has to dig it out. Yeah.
Fucking Lauren.
Wow.
Lauren's great.
Lauren.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lauren's
everything
great.
is like Ravenwood. I don't know if you've read that author, but she has a book in one of her series, and I can't think of the name of it. I have to look it up.
I mean, actually, it wasn't a really big acorn, but it was an acorn where she felt it in there. It just wasn't a big acorn. Just, there's an acorn. He was obsessed with acorns. It was his thing. There's also Stalker. Yeah.
It was a fucking Lauren book.
Yeah, pretty much.
She's creative as fuck. Come for a Spell by Cat Blackthorn. What do they use?
A broom.
Someone has read Cat Blackthorn's entire backlist, my friend.
He has.
I'm like,
I need to look this author up.
I know. Well, I think there's another one.
Is there one that she does that isn't a White Shoes, Ash? Because Maria's not a huge White Shoes. I know the Halloween series is White Shoes. I don't know about the other ones.
I'm trying to think if there's another book with something weird.
Oh, girl, I have a list on my Goodreads. I'm sure I do. Hold on.
Does someone else's skin count?
Huh?
Does someone else's skin count?
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely Don't Stop by Lauren Beale. We'll do that one.
I think the only things I didn't consider, and only because I have them as separate like things, is Pew Pew play and Night play.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. Hold on. I think it's under O for objects. Let me see. I know I've read one with a cucumber.
You're so organized with your lists, man.
Yeah, I know, and I'm so bad at
I remember on live one time she was just messing with it, and I'm like, "You're the most organized person I've ever met doing this."
I am not organized. Ask Maria. This is the only thing I'm like organized on, and it's only because I blank, and it's like perfect for me, because I blank so much. What is it under? Hold on, it's under something.
Oh, we could also do Across State Lines by Lauren Beale too.
Probably anything Lauren Beale writes has one.
Well, now that I'm thinking about it, because that one has the beer bottle.
Oh yeah, I've read a couple.
Yeah, that makes me think of Sabotage by Chantal Tezier, right? Isn't that
one
one
too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I haven't read that book. Don't judge me. I haven't read Sabotage, but I may or may not have read only the spicy scenes when I'm alone on the road with my toy. Okay? Okay.
Listen, that first chapter.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
That's
I haven't
it.
read the book. I don't know what the plot of the book is, but
I mean, it was a novella. There really wasn't much
me
plot.
and my girly toy are highly acquainted with the spice in that book. Okay.
I was about to say I think it's only like 90 pages. There's not much smut. I mean, there's not much plot you can put in that. No.
I have it on my list, but I'm worried I'm gonna go read it and I'm gonna like have read so much of the spice of it that I'm just gonna be like,
whatever.
Oh, it's under foreign objects. No wonder it took me so. It's under foreign objects. Such a nurse. Hold on.
Yeah, because that one was the wine bottle.
Oh, what does she use in Honeycut? I put Honeycut, but I can't remember what he uses. Little stranger. What do they use in?
The screwdriver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember because I made a video about it and I thought it was going to die down, but no, it's still going viral on Instagram right now and I wish it would stop.
Screwdriver.
The trolls have trolled. It's great. It's great over there.
Carving for Kara. That one's on my TBR. All right. This one I think is going to be hard for me. Brother's Best Friend.
I'm really have to think about that one because there's only one that I'm thinking of, but I don't want that one to be the one I read. Not because it's horrible, but like everyone talks about it, and I don't want to talk about it.
Brother's Best Friend.
I think the only one that comes to mind, and I know I have more on my list, but the only one that comes to mind is The Beauty of Butterflies by A.R. Breck.
Brother's Best Friend.
I feel like for whatever reason, Brother's Best Friend is contemporary.
You're right. That is Brother's Best Friend.
It's Brother's Best Friend.
I know I've read Brother's Best Friend, but like I'm blanking on all of them.
Bring it to me. Here, bring it to me. Give me a toy.
Brother's Best Friend. What?
Oh, I have 13. I can't even fucking remember who they are. Oh, the sinner counts. BT does.
It does?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't recall that, but
yeah, no, I'm gonna need an explanation on that. Chantal Tezier, the sinner?
Yeah. Yeah.
Brother's Best Friend?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're friends at the beginning. And he's like, fuck you, I'm gonna do it anyways. Is it the sinner? I put it under there. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm gonna go back.
I have to do some digging on that one. That one seems, I'm not saying impossible, but for some reason I didn't remember that one being a trope for that book.
They're best friends for sure. I'm gonna look afterwards. I'm gonna screenshot you guys and be like, they were all friends. But I think
he's on his own little island. No one
said something about. I think the reason why I shelved it like that is because I think he specifically said,
"Oh, that's right.
He's my best friend. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do it." I mean, he very much up front was like, it wasn't like Brother's Best Friend where it was like forbidden. He was like, "Fuck you, she's mine. I don't care that you're my best friend."
Yeah, I'm for it. Like I said, I've read other ones, and there's only one book coming to mind, but I'm not ready.
The A.L. Jackson book.
I was just about to say, I was looking at my things, and I was like,
Me Tomorrow. Yeah. Don't Forget Me Tomorrow by A.L. Jackson.
Girl, I would not consider her dark romance. She's like romantic suspense, more contemporary, small town. But her men kind of have these. Yeah, but her men do have these darker vibes, and then there's the romantic suspense. Mm-hmm. So she is, like, I'm not a single parent trope, but she is, like, one of the few authors I will read any and all of her books. Like, her kids are so fucking cute that I don't even want kids, and I'm like, I would adopt that shit.
Oh.
So I do actually really like her. Sticks and Stones by S. Massery and S.J. Silvis. I think I'm still loving my A.R. Brooke choice. Oh, there's Hideaway, the Devil's Night series. I forgot about that.
Oh, didn't finish that.
In Chaos We Reign by Amma Jones. Twisted Love, I'm going to be honest, I did not love
That's the only one coming to mind right now, and I hate it. That's like the only one I can think of right now.
It's not my favorite series. No, it's okay. I thought this one was going to be hard for me because I feel like this is more of a contemporary trope. Which I feel like
I've only really read contemporary ones of it.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even consider The Sinner, which apparently it is. And I feel like there's probably more if I go deep dive into it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
no. Okay, this one might be hard too. You ready?
Sure.
Where the FMC, well, I guess it would be either the MMC or the FMC. We'll do either. Is a switch. Meet both the dom and a sub. I can think of 3 off the top of my head. The one we've already said, so I'm not going to say it.
So I would say the Emprise series by Katie Perez. Because, like, in the first book, he's definitely more dominant, and then in the second one, he is a little bit more submissive. So, yeah. That's my pick.
I'll let Maria go next, because I think one of them might be hers, maybe.
Well, it's not the auction that we said earlier.
No, she's not really a switch, I don't think.
No. Well, no, the second, no.
The one I'm thinking of is Harley. Haru.
Which book?
The third. She's definitely a switch in,
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Harley labels her as a switch, too. And her soul,
right.
the soul.
You're right, yeah.
He kind of has to coax it out of her a little bit, but...
Yeah.
I would say... Holy shit, and it's also my biggest why she was like, there's like 8 or 9 guys by the end of it. I don't know what the series is called. Let me look. But it's Hard Limit by Suki Williams is the first one.
See, I will never... I'm not yucking the yum. That's just a lot of pains to keep happy.
Yeah.
Like,
I will say it's a 3-book series. I didn't know there was going to be that many guys. I got a special edition of it. I didn't hate it, but I would say I loved book 1, and book 1 is like the three of them.
yeah,
And then,
I feel like once you start adding one too many, like it's hard to keep the POV of it, and then you're just kind of like...
Well, I did do the audiobooks, which was better, and let me tell you, fucking bravo, because she had one male narrator.
Wow.
One fucking male narrator, and he did, like, Russian accents and, like, all these different fucking voices, and it was the only way I would have kept them separate. Yeah. So, like, I will have to say, as far as the audiobook, like, it was one of my most impressed moments for the male narrator.
Yeah. Honestly, though, bravo to you to keep up with it, because I feel like if I were listening to it, I would have been like, wait, which guy is it again? Like, I would have
going. Yeah. She did. I will say the first book revolved around 3 guys, and then in the second book she meets 2 or 3 more, and then in the third book she meets 2 or 3 more. So it was good and bad. It was good as in, like, I did know the names. I did actually keep the name straight only because of the male narrator and because she did it like that. The bad thing is the first book was my favorite. By the time I got to the third book, there was like a suspense plot that I was into too, but like the guys, I definitely drew an attachment to the guys that came earlier on, and the newer ones, not as much.
Yeah. Masked and Mine by Tilly Ridge. Ooh, sweet baby Jesus. That right there.
At least all the pills weren't thrown at once. That's hilarious. Okay.
Masked and Mine, Tilly Ridge. Chaos by Luna Mason. I mean, technically we could kind of say Green Light for like a hot second.
Oh, yeah, kind of. Oh, my other one that I was thinking of is That Sick Love. At the end, she she switches. She doms him at the end.
And it was beautiful. It was
it was a good scene.
She earned that. She worked for that.
My favorite scene is still the club scene of all time. Everyone loves the convention.
Oh, I love the club scene.
You know what? Like it's the three of them.
I want Knox's story so fucking bad. I want Candy's story and I want Knox's story so fucking bad. Those are like two of my favorite side characters of all time.
Yeah.
All right. You ready? Professor, student.
Got the cannon.
Oh, you're lagging, Maria. Y'all are all lagging. No.
Hold on. I've read so many. Wait. For me,
okay. Did Maria say something? Because I had poor signal for a second.
She said Gothicana.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Gothicana is really good. I know another one you really like.
Well, Professor
Maria.
by Sally Warren.
Yes, I know another one that you really, really like, too. That I'll say, since you said Gothicana, I'm going to say Dark Notes by Pam Godwin.
Oh, yeah. That's such a good one.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Also some B to the D to the S to the M. And Unrequited Love by is that by Saffron Aiken? Because that one's on my TBR. Yes, that one is. That one.
Really?
That one's on my TBR.
Okay, I'm sorry. Give me the side eye. That's fine. Professor. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with the Professor by Sky Warren because I really love that one too.
This student just dropped.
Oh, did it?
But it's not it's not on audio yet. I texted Alexis.
I was like, shouldn't she needs to be working on that. Alexis, let's go.
I texted her and
anything. Has she heard anything recently?
She just did like a few days ago, finally.
Okay. I'll text you, but I'll text both of you afterwards, but yeah.
Yeah.
I had a feeling because I think that's kind of what they did.
Yeah.
They threw it on her a little bit last time too, but
yeah,
she be killing it because last time that's the one she did when her ear was like infected.
Yeah, but technically she doesn't really have.
No. Oh yes. Okay, we're good. Yeah. I love how I made this list and there's still some tropes that I'm like, fuck you.
You made the list though, didn't you?
I know I did, but like I didn't want to cheat because it was supposed to be rapid fire. So literally, I'm talking about like 5 minutes before this live started, I went to my Goodreads and I started just like adding a whole bunch, and then I added a few other things that were on my Goodreads, like your last 5-star read, et cetera, et cetera. But I didn't want to like. I was trying really hard not to like cheat and think on things, and so I did make the list, but I just basically threw like a lot of my Goodreads shelves on it. All right, a book with some primal play.
Well,
I'm gonna say it's not out yet. I think it should be out tomorrow. But Thrill of the Hunt by Dana Leanne.
That sounds like primal play.
It's delicious. The whole thing. It's so good.
Well, you said The Wallflower earlier by J.L. Beck.
Oh, that's a good one, yeah. You know, The Wallflower kind of reminds me, that scene kind of reminds me similar to the scene of Chokehold.
Yep. Which honestly then kind of reminds me of the scene from God of Malice. You know, I
yeah.
And then there's that book, I read it years ago, The Four Leaf. It's like a novella. Have y'all heard of it? The Four Leaf?
Yeah.
It was like really big a few years ago, I feel like, but
I literally just did this trope for a book rec. There's A Skin of a Sinner by Avina Grace.
I have that one on my TBR. I have that one on my physical TBR.
Of course, Obsession by Harley Beck.
Oh, yeah, there is a little scene. Little Stranger.
Little Stranger. That Sick Love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hunting Adeline.
Yep.
Feel like what else?
What you doing?
Wasn't some of the Monty J books primal too?
The first one.
Yeah, the first one.
The first one because he chases her in that oh my goodness, look at your puppy.
Yeah, she's now wanting the attention. I'm surprised it took her this long.
You want to come up here? You want some attention? She's like, this couch is really small for me, Mom.
They'll make it work for the Lovins, don't you, Papa? You make it work for the Lovins.
Well, Kenzie's not like a big. I'll say she's not. I feel like she's not a big cuddler. Here, let me move this pillow for you.
Oh,
Here.
she is. She will literally cuddle between us, on top of us.
My boy is a cuddler, but I brought Kenzie with me this go around. She's a big player.
No.
But I think Kenzie's getting sweepy, and so she's being sweet.
Ooh, wait, my favorite one,
Crawford, I have one. Is that what you're saying? I can't even see. Oh, the only
Crawford, yeah.
Better Run is on my TBR for sure.
Can't Hide Forever by Lauren Morris. That one was so good. Masked Man, Stalker, Primal Play, yeah.
The Hunt is on my TBR too. Yeah, The Hunt and Better Run are both on my TBR. I don't know why I'm blanking on this one. I feel like I've read more.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I think there's some Primal Play in Corrupt Shadows by Rebecca Garcia and CM Hutton, and it was, God damn it. I don't like our next choice. Okay. Well, no, I do know one, and you're fucking gonna be sick and tired of it. Alright, our next one is Bodyguard, BT dubs. And I'm just gonna go ahead and fucking say fucking Salt Kiss by Tears.
Like I've done at this point.
But I've only read like 2 or 3 other Bodyguards, and I will actually say, I don't think it's that I don't like the trope, it's just that the other ones that I've read, I've not liked that much. Like, I read Twisted Games by Anna Hung, and I didn't like it. Yeah, Wong, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, it was my least favorite of the series, it bored me. And then I recently, and I actually love this author, Kayla Gross. His spice is so good. But I signed up for her recent Bodyguard one for MLA, and it was like the only one that I had to be like, "Ooh, this book wasn't really for me."
Yeah,
it was too much of a slow burn. I just haven't read a lot of Bodyguard ones that I love, except for fucking Salt Kiss. That man,
like that is mine. Protect Me by Lauren Beale. It's like, it's dark.
Lauren Beale wrote a Bodyguard romance?
It's a novella, Daddy King. It just came out like 2 months ago. She didn't really like push it out there. She was kind of like, here you go. Wee you.
Okay.
There is Her Mafia Bodyguard by J.L. Beck. I think that's on Hoopla. So if anybody wants an audiobook, it's on Hoopla.
Ooh. Speaking of J.L. Beck, Dark Horse is a Bodyguard one, and it's so good. Age gap.
Let me add that to my. I need more J.L. Beck because she's also going to be at Authors.
There is this one called Deadly Games by Faith Summers. He is her dad's bodyguard.
Oh. Well, that's what happens with Dark Knight and J.L. Beck. He starts out as the father's bodyguard, but then the daughter wants to move away, and he's the only guy that he feels can actually protect her. So then he becomes her bodyguard in that book. So it all just makes sense.
Oh, look, it's fucking on audio. Woo! I'm going to add
Dark
it.
Knight, I think all of hers except for The Prey is on audiobook.
Good, because she's one of the authors that, and I've been trying to decide which books I want from her. Is on, she's going to Authors in the Bluegrass. How do I add this? Oh, look, I found my add to list button. Wait, which list? View your list. Continue. It just says add to shopping list.
And did Sebastian's book come out yet?
Yeah, the first one. It's going to be a duet. So the first one's already out. And then the second one comes out, I think, towards the middle of next month.
Okay.
Let me,
Yeah, so this one might be the last. I mean, the next one you pick will be the last one for me.
Okay, that's fine. I have to actually get up.
Me too.
They have me on day shift, which fucking sucks. Alright, let's see. Let's go. Damn it. Oh, yes. Okay. Woo!
Be a good one. Be a good one.
I know, it almost hit cheating, and I was like, fuck no.
Damn it.
I actually do have one for cheating, but anyway.
I have 1 or 2 for cheating, but okay, takes place in an asylum.
Sudden Asylum by Kinsley Kincaid.
Boom, that was fast.
Okay.
I love that one so much.
The one that I'm thinking of doesn't take place in an asylum, but there's a lot of scenes in an asylum. It's the A.R. Breck book. What the heck is it called? Hold on, I gotta look it up. The name.
The twist. Your favorite
Wicked Little Games.
Yeah.
Because remember, they like travel to that asylum and they have like.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to say probably. I feel like I just said this one though, but it's okay. I'm gonna have to say probably. I haven't finished it, but let me do just so. I really love Sin Like the Devil by J. Rose, but she has the Blackwood Institute, which I feel like more people know about. That's really good. I really like.
Yeah, another one that's a novella, which is almost like Harley and Joker vibes, is The Hand That Feeds by K.M. Nixon.
Oh, you said Harley and wait, say it again.
The title is called The Hand That Feeds, I think.
You fucking said Harley and whatever.
Harley Joker vibes. Listen, yeah.
Say fucking less, baby.
Hi, baby.
Oh, that would have been good for the Serial Unaliver because it's like right there in the.
That's true. That's true too. Like I said, as soon as we say other things, I'm gonna remember everything else that I've ever read.
That's the point of this. That's the point of this. Yeah, that's the point. I like it. I feel like I've read. There's Lifers. I really enjoyed Lifers a lot. The one that's kind of that I talked about earlier. Why am I blanking? Death Game, the Make Game series is an asylum. Hold on.
I'm trying to think if there's another one I know. Like, I'm thinking of a lot of them, but they're not asylums, they're prisons. So I have to, like, distinguish between, like, asylum
or it's
prison.
not the whole book. Yeah, or it's like, because I was thinking Callum, you know, he's in his, like...
His little box.
his little... Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I technically put those in there, too. Let me see.
Because I don't think he was in jail. I think he was in some type of, like...
Yeah, I thought he was, like...
mental institution / asylum, but it wasn't jail because they didn't think he was fit for jail, but he wasn't fit to be in society either.
Because he had to meet with that doctor, like, several times in book 1, and,
So I'm gonna count him.
Yeah.
Do I just want to say Callum, just say Callum? Yeah, so I'm gonna count it.
Oh, I really liked, and I'm not even a big, like, fantasy person. Well, it's more like dark. It's more like PNR. But Cute But Psycho by Beatrix Hollow. I fucking loved that audiobook, and it's like, she's in an asylum for people who think that they are mythical creatures, but then, like, they really are. Like, she accidentally ends up slaughtering a bunch of people because she's half vampire and doesn't know. There's also, like, a stalker, like, element to it, and there's, like, the one character I listened to it on audio. It's definitely one I recommend the audio. It's Why Choose. Because the audio, there's this one character, and I laughed so fucking hard because he is hilarious. What's his name? Oh my god. He, like, the first scene you meet him, he's like, he's got anybody he touches, I forget what he is, a basculus maybe, but anyone he touches, he basically poisons and they turn to, like, the skin melts off of them, he's venomous. And so sometimes he doesn't mean to kill people, but he does. So, like, the first scene, he has, like, these closet full of, like, skeletons of, like, people he's accidentally killed, and he gets lonely because nobody wants to be near him or touch him, and so the first scene when he sees her, like, driving up to the asylum, he's in his room, like, dancing with this skeleton, and is, like, talking to this skeleton. It's fucking hilarious. It's not, like, really morbid humor, but it's hilarious, and he is psychotic, and I just fucking love it. I mean, I think it's like a book you either love or hate, but the audiobook was so fucking phenomenal.
Another one I read recently was called Finding Vanessa by Lorelei Blake. It's another short read, but it's one where she does have like some mental health issues, so she should be there, but then it turns real creepy because of the doctor. And so yeah, it's a really creepy one.
Oh, all right, you guys. I had such a good time.
This was so much fun. The anxiety was there, but this was a blast.
Yes, I had
Thanks
a
for
lot.
the invite. It was fun.
Of course.
Yes, I love playing games, so like fucking anytime. Rhea,
Literally.
text me about Saturday.
Okay.
I don't know if you've had a chance to talk to your hubby or not, your
Yep.
significant other or not. But yeah, text me
I
and
will.
Maria, I'll text you. I always fucking text you every day, all day.
All right. Well, bye, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.